It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. All right, ready to get underway. And the batter will be the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Hartnett puts it away, and there's 2 away. And here's the opening day lineup for the reigning World Series champion Dodgers. What a run of success it's been in L.A., Chris.
Yeah, 12 straight years in the postseason, Boog. For a franchise that had previously never been in the postseason, even 3 years in a row. And they've won the NL West 11 of those 12 years. At this point, the expectation for the Dodgers is the same every year. A World Series title.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. So he goes the opposite way with that one. His first homer of the year, and the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
2 down, bases empty. Gil Hodges steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That misses, and the count is even 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here at Wrigley Field, and on the hill in this one, Sandy Koufax. And singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and over with so that he can settle into pitching just like he did in the minor leagues. Exciting moment. He's got his family in town. I think this moment's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Just missed. 1 out, bases empty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 3-1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Draws the walk there.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job. Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Perfect.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Batting 4.
And up next for Chicago, Pat Wilson. Next offering in there for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. And the infield fly rule call.
Batting 5.
So here's the opening day lineup for the Cubs. Chris, what are you looking for out of them this season?
I'd say I'm looking for something new, Boog. I mean, they had the same 83 and 79 record each of the past 2 years, and they haven't won a postseason game since 2017. Baseball's a lot more fun when the north side is rocking, so I'm hoping for some improvement this time around.
Makes the grab on the run, and that will end the inning. Cubs stranded.
The best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. Next is the Dodger DH. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Batting seven, the left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Sammy Sosa.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Fastball for a strike.
90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Now it's the right fielder, Andre Dawson. 1 down, base is empty.
Ball, that's outside.
That one misses, and now 3-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And that one is lifted in the air. Montez on his way over. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And that's a double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So up now for Chicago, Bill Madlock. Left field, Gladney in position. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. And that is in for a strike. 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shelby and Chris Singleton. Here's a big power threat. Roy Campanella. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now the veteran third baseman. 1 down, base is empty. Swings and misses. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that squirts through. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Pee-wee Reese with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
To just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Hit in the air, left field. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. 2 down.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. One runs in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in, and they're up by 3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. The other way. And that's a fair ball. Coming around third is Duke. He will score. Not in time, it's a double.
There he is coming through with a knock right there. I like the fact that he can pick him up and put him down a little bit. First basemen are known for the speed, but you see him get that extra base hit there. Now he's in scoring position.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cubs nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Billy Williams. Now a pop-up on the infield. Campanella has this one sized up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. A hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Catcher has it, fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Nothing doing here this half. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at the friendly confines. Out of the 4th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, number 66. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Singy, it feels like we're approaching decision time for this coaching staff with the rookie on the mound.
Yeah, they've got him for a few runs so far, and the pitch count's starting to get up there a little bit. So coaching staff at least looking to come up with a plan, if not coming out to the mound soon. So probably not the outing he was dreaming of, but he's done some good things in this one.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And next for the Cubs, Ernie Banks.
Got the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
2 outs. That one ripped right center field. And it's into the gap. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Everything came together for him. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Andre Dawson, the next Cub to hit.
2 balls, 1
This
strike.
one in the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. Fouls one off. 2-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Sosa around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 4-1. And up next for Chicago, Bill Madlock. 2-2. There goes the runner. Pitch is low. Throw to second and great jump. Got him. They limit the damage here. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cubs 1. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, number 10.
For Los Angeles, the third baseman, number 10.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
So the batting order turns over. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Pee Wee Reese. Oh, great stop. The throw, it's there, and that's a great play.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cubs 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, left field.
So the lineup flips over. Billy Williams, the next Cub to hit. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. Late on that fastball.
2-2 to count.
Hit in the air, right field. Montez pulls it down and he makes the catch. That's out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. So up now for Chicago, Mark Grace. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Gone. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit leaves the yard. He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow.
He ought to. Usually guys are squeezing the bat so tight, trying to get that first hit out of the way. They can't get the ball out of the infield, Boog, but not him. Maybe a glimpse of what's to come from him in the next few years. Good job. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
And a swing and a miss. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Cubs get 1 on the solo shot. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th.
Now
the new pitcher, Jake Arrieta.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Duke Snider. Got him looking. And now 1 away.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Hard hit to third. Throws across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Tap back to the mound, tosses to first, and that is that. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Hack Wilson. And a swing and a miss. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. On to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Way inside. Trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Out to short. Whips it across. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They trail it here 4-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. And now number 28. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. And now the catcher comes up to him. Roy Campanella. Drilled out towards left center field. That ball's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the 3rd baseman. The 1-1. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now a chance for Pee Wee Reese. High fly ball out into left center field. And that'll do it. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Chang Ho Park on for his major league debut and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing. Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now it's going to be Bill Madlock.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Billy Williams waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
And there's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Close pitch there, but you've got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first. This
one in the air center field. Snyder makes the play, and that is that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on base. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cubs 2. Ready to begin the 8th, and now it's going to be Jackie Robinson. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
One away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Gil Hodges steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strike spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Jake Arrieta will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Charlie Root into the game, on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. So the Cubs bullpen does its job nicely there. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cubs 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Kenley Jansen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Snyder going back, and it's off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least.
And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Hack Wilson. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Next to hit, Ernie Banks. Zips it to first, and that is that. So a missed opportunity after the leadoff double as they strand the runner. Through 8 full, it's the Dodgers 4 and the Cubs 2. We go to the 9th, stepping in, number 28. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the ninth.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Eric Gagne. A chance at his first save of the year.
Number 38, Eric.
Now at the plate, Sammy Sosa. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye on it. Really impressive. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Cubbies with only 1 out left. Bill Madlock, the next Cub to hit.
Bill Madlock.
Next offering is fouled back. Gagne is just 1 strike away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers collect their first win of the season. Koufax with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And your final 4-2. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.